All right, let's have you.
In your dreams, love.
Less of your lip, Wade. And you, report to the officer's office after you've had breakfast.
What for?
Got yourself a new job. Cleaner.
What? How?
If you've got any complaints, talk to your union.
I have a good mind to complain about her. She's so rude.
She hasn't even started yet.
Come on.
Hi, Charlie. How are you? Good. How's Lauren? Really? Yeah, no surprises, Charlie. Fenner's getting greedy again. Yeah. But he reckons he's taking all the risks and we're getting all the action. He's not wrong, is he? So what do you reckon we should do about him then?
Hey, good to see you again, Miss Stewart. Here's Sandra, Crystal. Things ain't been the same since you left. Are you back in charge?
Not exactly. Look, I'd love to chat right now, but I've got things to do. I'll see you later. Hello.
Do you want to come back to my place?
So, come on. How come you're still in basic? You've not worked out yet how to be a good girl.
Well, you know me, Helen. As long as my gob's open, I'm getting into trouble.
Fenner. Nick, you just keep out of his way.
Yeah, I'll try.
Hmm?
Look, Helen, don't think I don't appreciate what you're trying to do for me. I've got more reason to get out of here now than I've ever had. But the reality is, it's going to be 9 years before they let me out.
Look, this job gives me access to the files on all the lifers here. That means your files, trial details, directions by the judge, updates on parole, everything.
So?
So maybe I can find something that will get you out of here.
Like a magic key?
Come on, Nicky, I'm serious.
Helen, I know what I'm missing. And I'm not prepared to spend the next 9 years living in false hope, expecting to get out early.
It won't be false hope if we make it happen.
Maybe I think I'm lucky.
Lucky?
I'm locked up in here and I can still touch you.
No, Nicky. Look, I know that I'm not the governor anymore, but you're still a prisoner. We still have to be careful.
Yeah, I know, I understand that.
Look, if there's anything in those files, a witness that wasn't brought forward, evidence that was left out, I'll find it.
Thank you.
I've got to go. I'll see you.
See ya.
Thank you.
Helen! Glad to be back.
Well, not entirely. But then there's no reason I should have anything to do with you at all, is there, Jim?
It's up to you. I know you didn't come back to Larcourt to see me. How was the reunion, by the way?
Sorry?
You and Wade. I have to admit, I didn't realise you were that way inclined. But the signs were there, I suppose.
I've had enough of this conversation, Jim.
Be careful, Helen. No one wants to make any embarrassing discoveries, do they?
Oh, don't you worry about me.
Fair enough. Only I take it Simon's up to speed on the situation, is he?
Look, not that it's any of your business, but for the record, since I've left here, yes, I've written to and I've visited Nicky Wade. And I've informed the governor. Not doing so would have been unprofessional, wouldn't it, Jim?
Absolutely right, Helen. You know me. I like to do things by the book.
Now pay attention because it's perfectly simple and I don't intend to repeat myself. All right?
I think I know how a duster and a can of polish work.
Well, I hope you do. Hope you know how to keep a lock on your lip when you're in here and all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I only meant I'm quite used to cleaning.
Well, that makes a change. All some of them in here have ever done with a can of polish is get high on the fumes. Makes a change to have a professional Mrs. Mop inside.
I wasn't a cleaner. I was a civil servant, actually.
You don't say. Well, anyway, you do the place through every day. And I mean, do it through. As far as cleaning's concerned, Spring comes every morning in the officer's room. And while we're at it, there's tea. Tea. The others will tell you their preferences. But as far as I'm concerned, I like it medium to strong, depending on the quality of the day. But I never have more than half a teaspoon of sugar. Have you got all that?
Yes, miss.
And don't forget, this job is a privilege. Don't abuse it.
I'll do my best.
Right, well, you can get started.
Miss,
What?
I was wondering about joining the church.
We get more converts after a couple of days in here than they see in church on a month of Sundays.
I'm not a convert. I was brought up a Christian.
A Christian, eh? Shame you had to murder your husband, then. Should have known better.
What's going on here?
These bloody glasses are piss and crap!
So, it's not need to go mad.
I just like give a shit.
Now, come on, why don't you just pick your glasses up and go and cool off somewhere, okay?
You can pick my ass.
Come on, Sandra. I haven't got time for this. Pick your glasses up.
No. What's got into you? Miss Marker don't mean you no harm. Yeah, I don't want that thing.
All right. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a gut. All present and correct. Now have you finished?
You know, miss, I don't think Sandra's all right.
Of course she's not all right. If she was, she wouldn't be here in the first place.
Sandra! What's the matter? Sandra! Sandra! You all right in there? Sandra, open the door! Sandra!
What's going on in here?
Is Sandra something's happened to her?
Well, I hope you're not expecting me to climb up over there.
For God's sake, give us a lift.
Now, be careful. Mind what you're doing.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus.
What's happened? Is she okay? Can you see anything?
I think she's passed out. Sandra, you all right?
Come on, you two, get a move on.
Mr. Fenner, could I have a word?
You got some news for me?
Well, there's been a development. 4 of them, actually. Oh, no, you don't. You're not dealing with some shithead little tart now, Fenner. One bruise on me and Charlie will feed your bollocks to his dogs. And he knows where you live, where your wife goes shopping, and where your kids go to school. It's all right. Okay, onto the chair.
You okay now, Sandra?
What happened?
We don't know. She just passed out in the toilet.
Don't know, my eye. You don't have to be George Clooney to work out the diagnosis here.
Oh, so you're a doctor now, are you?
It's drugs. You'll see. Quick test in the hospital will prove I'm right. Go on, take her down there.
Come on, Sandra. Come on.
It's not a drug. She's off them.
That's right. And I'm off chocolate fingers.
Why can't you just believe she's sick? We do get ill too, you know.
Yes, because most of the time you take drugs.
God, you're evil, woman.
Take it easy, Crystal.
She's evil, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, we better spin the silly girl's cell and get her stripped down to her goose pimples.
Is that all you think about? Drugs and strip searches? You're gonna go to hell, woman. God sees, you know. He remembers.
Back to your cells, now.
Maybe I overplayed my hand.
You never had one, mate.
Right, well, I'll make sure you get that private room again for Charlie's next visit, and we'll keep the arrangements as we agreed.
You're not listening, Mr. Fenner. Oh, you may be carrying the keys, but you're not calling the shots. Not anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
Those negatives the pictures came from. Oh, they're good for a few more copies yet.
All right. What do you want?
Out of here.
What?
Out of Larkle. For good.
Never known anyone write so much. It helps me. I want to get things clear in my head, not mixed up. And that's what the diary does. I've always kept a diary. Things make sense when you write them in your diary.
Anything that makes sense of this place would be a bloody good read.
When I get out of here, I want to use my notes to write a book. I intend to make sure people know what really goes on in here.
This is the last place I want to think about when I get out.
I don't suppose I'll have much else to occupy my time.
Huh? Like that, is it?
Well, there's no one really waiting for me out there. No one and nothing.
No family?
I left my first husband when I met Peter. Peter was a lovely man. Do you believe in soulmates, Nicky?
Yeah, I think so.
Someone who sees the world just the way you do. They don't even have to be there with you. Somehow you're just aware of them. Someone you were always meant to be with. Well, that was Peter.
Sounds nice.
It was. Wonderful. And then we found out he'd got cancer. And he was dying. He was in such pain towards the end. It was almost more than either of us could bear. It wasn't murder. I knew God wouldn't see it as murder. But what I did do was kill the only man I could ever love. My soulmate. And the loneliness is much more punishment than this place could ever be. So, writing the book gives me a purpose in life. Keeps me sane.
Well, you tell it as it is. Just make sure the screws don't get a sneak preview. And that there's nothing in there about me.
Shit!
There's nothing here, Sylv. Crystal's right. She must be clean.
Rot. Zandra Plackett's got more junk in her than Steptoe's backyard. She can fool you, but she won't fool the P-test.
You ain't seen my Charlie, have you, Nicky? No, I haven't. Yeah, look. He sent me these pictures of himself playing golf. He loves his golf, does my Charlie. You play golf, don't you, Mr. Fenner? Here, have a look. Maybe you two bumped into each other. You never know. It's a small world.
No, I doubt it. Yvonne, can I have a word?
You're sweating, Jim. You need to take more exercise.
Look, you're asking the impossible. There's absolutely no way I can get you out of here.
What, a resourceful bloke like you can't come up with a yarn to get us through them gates?
What do you mean, us?
Well, you can escort me.
You're joking. I'm a principal officer. It's going to look bloody strange if I put myself up for escort duty.
That's up to you, Jim. But if one of your mates takes any walkies and decides to play hero, well, I've told you. Charlie's not the sentimental sort. No, it's best if it's you, Jim. That way, no one will get out. Don't worry. We'll think of something. I stuck what was left of the broken bottle in his neck. He fell to his knees. He was trying to hold the blood in with his hand. I could tell straight away he didn't have a chance. There was a hell of a lot of blood. I didn't regret a single drop of it. He tried asking me to help him, stupid bastard. I phoned the police then. While we waited, I told him why I stabbed him. He knew anyway, of course he did, but I told him anyway. He tried to rape Patricia. And you lot were never going to do anything about it, were you? It was one of yours, a copper. And I'm glad the bastard's dead. burning the midnight oil already.
Just got loads to get up to speed on.
I wondered if you fancied a drink, but if you're busy.
Never too busy for that. I'd love one.
Here. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. You know, I meant what I said this morning, Helen. Anything I can do to help, that's what I'm here for. And it goes for the officers, too. And if they give you any problems, just let me know. Some of the officers never read beyond the word jailer in the job description. They're not all that interested in prison welfare.
How are you getting on with Jim Fenner?
You know, Shell Dockley withdrew her allegations against him.
I think Jim Fenner's got the luck of the devil. Though I doubt it's just down to luck.
Yeah, well, either way, he's been going about the job like a model officer since his suspension was lifted.
As far as you know.
Maybe. I do know I was glad to have him around when a woman with HIV came after me using a syringe of her blood.
I heard he passed on the medal, too. Just watch him, Karen. He's a sly bastard.
Oh, I know.
You all right?
Let me out, didn't they?
Did they find any drugs?
I don't know why. I shitting bother.
Oh, it's just what body bag said, isn't it?
You listen to her, do you?
No.
I'm clean. You can ask the nurse.
I believe you. I believe you, all right? She's just worried, that's all, Zan.
Yeah.
So what did they say? What's wrong?
Doctor reckons it's withdrawal symptoms.
What, because you come off the drugs?
No. I haven't had a shag in more than a year. I need to take a look at the holiday roster, Jim. Have you got it handy?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, thanks. You look rough. Light on the tiles.
No?
Had a drink last night. Helen Stewart. You're not her favourite person, are you, Jim? In fact, I'd say you're getting a reputation for upsetting ring governors. Well, female ones, at any rate.
Being a woman's got nothing to do with it. I've had plenty of female bosses. Let's just say Helen tried too hard.
So, what's been the problem with me?
You know, when you first came to Larkhall, I was really looking forward to working with you. I thought we had the makings of a really great team. Then you went and backed Dockley instead of me.
Yes, well, I thought I had good reason.
Yeah. Maybe you did. Karen.
Oh, is the pot warm? My feet are screaming out for 10 minutes in a brew.
I'm sorry.
I dreamt about you again last night, Charlie. We were alone on the beach. It's full of white sand and palm trees. We're making love. The sea rushing in over our legs. God, it felt so real. You promise? No, don't worry. Nothing's gonna go wrong.
Oh, the day I've had. And no one thanks you for it. No one.
Yvonne Atkins is going to need an escort out of here sometime next week.
The flaming godmother? What's she going out for?
Well, apparently her husband, Charlie, his liver cancer's taken a turn for the worse.
Oh, you mean he's going to die?
Sounds like it.
Well, that's one less villain for them to have to lock up one day, I suppose.
You're all heart, aren't you, Sylvie?
I speak as I find, that's all, Jim. Forgiving sin is a vicar's job. To me, a villain is a villain, deathbed or not. I suppose she wants to say goodbye, does she?
I said I'd do the honours, but I'd like a female officer along as well. I'd prefer you, Sylvie.
Then she'll be out again for the funeral, I suppose. What is this? Prisoner flaming hotel. I've got a good mind to complain to the governor, you know. We spend half our time taking that lot out on jollies.
What is it? What's wrong with you?
She's sick again.
Yes, very. And something needs to be done about it now.
Get them with us.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Fenner. I hope you don't suffer from stage fright.
What?
Today's the day.
What are you talking about?
This afternoon, after visiting, we're going on a little trip.
Today? You said it was going to be sometime next week.
Well, I don't know if my Charlie can last out that long. And who knows? Next week, you might decide to double-cross me again.
Yvonne.
Listen, my daughter Lauren's coming in this afternoon and she's going to be in a terrible state because her dad's so sick. You get the compassionate leave brought forward and Charlie, having made a miraculous recovery, stops the taxi somewhere between here and Catford.
And then?
He threatens to cave your head in or blow your bollocks off, whatever takes his fancy. And as long as you play along, we're out of there and no one's any the wiser.
You are joking, aren't you?
Do I look like a comedian, Mr. Fenner?
Hey, thanks for what you did last night, Lysandra. Makes a change of screws taking some notice.
Well, let's just hope the hospital doctors look for something more than just drugs this time.
Do you think they're really interested?
Crystal, they're doctors. They have obligations. Not just professional, but moral obligations.
So why didn't they realise there was something wrong with Sandra last time? Look, you said it yourself. All they did was look for drugs.
Yes, but surely...
You've got to face it sometime, Barbara. No one really cares about us once we're in here.
I need to talk to you.
Anytime.
Do you know how long you're going to be in here before anyone even thinks about reviewing your case?
What are you talking about?
10 years. That's a judge's decision. That's 9 more years, not until they set you free, but before anyone even considers it.
Can't be.
Believe me, I've seen your files. And with your attitude in here, they could keep you in here for another 15 to 20 years.
What?
That's not the worst of it. Letting you go is up to the Home Secretary. Now, you killed a police officer. It means that they might never let you out of here.
Jesus. I said I was a hopeless case.
You're not a hopeless case, Nikki. It's just going to be difficult forming an appeal. I saw the statement you made to the police. You didn't do yourself any favours. The judge said it was cold-blooded murder. Is he right? Is that what you are, a cold-blooded killer?
No, of course I'm not.
Ah, Karen, just to let you know, Yvonne Atkins has asked for compassionate leave. Apparently Charlie's cancer's ready to finish him off.
Oh, right, I see. How is she?
Well, she's a hard nut, but it is her old man.
Well, we better do what we can to help.
I said I'd take care of the escort duty myself.
Really?
That is all right, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Pleased to see you're not above chaining yourself to a prisoner for the day. I'm impressed.
On the other hand, her daughter's due in for visiting later on today, so you never know. Maybe we'll have some more news then.
Well, let me know.
I will. Come on, girls, step on it. That's it.
It's all right, we're safe here, don't worry. It's not that. What is it? You've gone off me then?
Nikki, sit down. I need to talk to you.
Talking's what you do afterwards.
Please.
Okay. So what do you want to talk about?
Us. What we're doing.
What we're not doing, you mean?
Nikki, I need you to understand. You've turned my life inside out. I thought I knew which way I was going. I was doing the job that I wanted to do. I was committed to the man that I loved. There's no signposts anymore. I don't know what to expect, except that it won't be normal.
So what's normal? A husband, a job, 2.4 kids?
I wanted kids one day.
You can still have them. There are ways. Oh, look, Helen, you're not abnormal. You're not normal. You're just you. You do what you want to do, what you feel.
I want to do what's best for both of us.
And this is. But Helen, relationships need both people involved in them. Sometimes I feel like I'm on my own. I need to know that you're not just going through the motions.
Don't worry, I'm not. Nikki, if I didn't feel the way I feel, I wouldn't be talking like this.
Lauren, what's wrong?
It's Dad.
How is he? Tell me all about it. Now take your time. Lauren, what's the matter?
I'm not acting, Mum. This is for real.
What do you mean?
The coppers. They nicked Dad early this morning.
What?
Someone squealed, Mum. They reckon he ain't ever getting out.
Listen, Lauren. It's not the first time your dad's had his collar felt. He's brief for getting him out of that cell quicker than shit can hit the pan.
Not this time, they won't. Listen to what I'm telling you, Mum. Dad's in the cells and he ain't gonna get out. Someone stitched him up.
Who?
Anyone of half a dozen have done it if they fancy their odds. You know that.
Bastards.
What about me? What am I gonna do?
You'll be all right, Lauren.
How? What's gonna happen to the house? What's gonna happen to the money? I can't get my hands on it. There's not a lot you can do in here, is there?
Looks like bad news. You better sort out a private room for him. Looks like Atkins' trip out's going to be sooner rather than later.
Don't worry, love. I'll think of something. Shh.
So, it looks like Charlie's ready to meet his maker. If Yvonne's going to have a chance to say goodbye, we probably can't hang around.
Yeah, fine.
Right. Sylvia and I'll take her after visiting's over. I'll make the arrangements.
Well, can't Sylvia handle it?
Sylvia?
I could really do with you here today, Jim. We've got new arrivals and with Dominic off on holiday.
Oh, Di's more than capable.
Yeah, and Sylvia's capable of taking Yvonne Atkins to see her dying husband.
Sylvia's capable, all right, Karen, but, well, she's not the most sympathetic officer we have, is she?
Yeah, perhaps you're right. I'll speak to Di about the new arrivals.
Right.
I've got to go.
Yeah, sure.
Why is it? What's the matter?
You trying to get me out of here.
I will get you out of here.
That's great, Helen. But you can't make it your job description.
Can't I? Watch me.
I don't want you ruining your career over me.
So what are you going to do? Tell the governor that I'm helping you formulate an appeal? That's a new one.
Don't want you getting into trouble.
Look, I'll make a deal with you. I won't get into trouble if you don't.
You don't give up, do you?
All set then.
Right. St. Luke's Hospital, please, mate. Okay.
Miss Barker, have you heard what's happening to Sandra? Only it's been 2 days since she went into the hospital wing.
They moved her last night
What? Where to?
to an outside hospital. St. David's, I think. Dr. Nicholson was worried about her.
So what's wrong with her?
They're doing tests.
What sort of tests?
Look, she'll be back probably today or tomorrow. You can ask her yourself then.
It's the tosser what give her them glasses, you know. It's all his fault.
I don't think you can blame it on the specs, Crystal.
No, I mean, there was something else wrong, wasn't there? It wasn't her eyes he should have been looking at.
I don't know.
Awful clamouring ass should be taken so with a grain of salt. 3, 5, and 5. Awful clamouring ass.
I haven't got a clue.
Stupid thing doesn't make any sense anyway. What's wrong with you?
I don't feel well.
What's wrong?
It's my stomach. I think I've got the runs.
Oh, marvellous. As if it isn't bad enough in here already.
I've really got to go, Mr. Fenner.
Right, pull over here, will you? Wait here for a minute, will you, mate?
This is turning into a right pantomime.
I can't help it.
Excuse me, mate. Can you tell us where the ladies is?
Right, come on. Don't make a meal of it. Hey, not so fast. No window. Do you think I was born yesterday?
Not by the look of you now.
Watch it, Atkins. You've got 2 minutes. If you've got diarrhea, you won't need to hang around, will you?
Everything all right?
She's taking forever. Must have the world falling out of her bottom.
Charlie's gonna kill you, please.
I think your Charlie's the one that's dead.
Hello? Yes, this is Karen Bett. Oh, hello, Dr. Wilkins. Thanks for getting back to me so quickly. No, I was just wondering if there was any news yet on how Sandra Plackett's test went today. Oh? I see.
I wonder if Charlie's got a taste for prison food yet. Breakfast on remand isn't up to much.
You can smirk, Fenner. But those negatives still exist, you know.
Yeah. But does Charlie really want a charge of corrupting one of Her Majesty's prison officers adding to his problems?
You thought you were the dog's bollocks once before, Fenner. But I had you hanging by them.
And now Charlie's hanging by his. So where does that leave you? In deep, deep shit.
Watch your step. You can slip on shit and break your neck.